Welcome to Clarity Studios product review. We're going to be looking at this Vornado designed in Andover, Kansas. That's pretty, is that a coincidence? Tornado, Kansas. I'm surprised they didn't just call it the Dorothy. Anyways, established in 1945. I've never even heard of this company. Let's take a look at the box here. I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to order yours off Amazon. I'll get a little bit of a kickback if you click on the link down there. I'd appreciate it. So anyways, here we are. We have a model Pivot 6X. Circulates all the air in the room. More air. 890 CFM. I'm not sure what that stands for. It says it's faster by 1,150 feet per minute. 4 speed settings. A pivoting head. Quiet operation. And those are the different positions that you can set. A little dial there, and you can move it around. So it does not oscillate. There's no timer on it. It's literally just a power button and a speed button, which is kind of a downfall. But when I demoed this at Costco, I was actually quite impressed with it for the size that this unit is. It created a lot of cool air. Compared to my larger fan, I would say this is almost comparable, and I'm going to show that here to you in just a moment. So anyways, let's take a look at the other side of the box before I open it up. And what their diagram is showing how it circulates the air in the room. So basically you just point it at a wall and it'll bounce around and circulate the entire circumference of the room, and we're going to try that out today. It says comfort should be consistent. A Vornado circulator creates a unique airflow pattern called vortex action to circulate all the air in the room. The air flows fast, cool, and constant to create a cooling experience unlike any other. So like I said, I'm gonna compare this to the larger fan that I have. It's almost just as powerful as this, and we will see how it actually compares. All right, so opening the Vornado box, and right here, got a little message that says, we expect this product to be perfect. If it's not, we will make it right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice little customer service. And so you got a instruction booklet, probably some warranty. Right, let's get this out of the box. All right, so we got it out of the box, taking the plastic off. And this is what we're dealing with. So as you can see, the unit is quite small. It's lightweight. The blade is actually not that large. And we're going to compare it to this Cyclone by Lasco. I'll put a little thing right here how much this costs. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up, see how much that one cost when we did purchase it compared to this one. But size difference, as you can see, big difference in size. So obviously that large one's probably going to blow much harder than the little guy. But as far as air circulation, what this is saying it's going to do, I'm going to guess is probably a better quality, and you know, because of its size and how much power it uses, is probably going to be better than the large one. The one thing I really don't like about this, that I like about this guy though, is like I said, you get the different speed settings. It has a timer, so you can set it for 2, 4, 8 hours, low, medium, high. This one, it only has the low, medium, high, but it has 4 settings, so I'm not sure what the 4th one is, the 4th speed. We're gonna have to play with that, and then the power button, that's it. There's no timer. So not a deal breaker, but definitely something I wish I had was a timer. So let's get them both plugged in, turn them on, and see how they sound and how they feel. Okay, so I got them both plugged in. For the little guy, for the Vornado, definitely has a pretty good size in length cord to plug in. Just pretty much comparable with the larger one, which, you know, doesn't make a big difference, but usually some smaller devices, they'll have a shorter cord. So I'm glad they didn't do that with the Vornado. So anyways, let's turn them on and see how it feels. We're going to start with the lowest settings first. I want to hear the sound difference from a very large one versus the small one. I'm guessing this one's going to be quiet, obviously, smaller blades, right? But I've tried it out already. I can definitely feel a difference, and I'm going to explain that right now. So this one, again, it's not an actual button. It's like a push button. It's sensitive to touch. So that's the lowest setting it has, and it does have 4 different speed settings. Where are you going? Different speed settings. This one has only 3, low, medium, and high. So this is the lowest one, so I don't know if you can hear it. and you can barely feel that. I mean, I can feel some air coming out on me right now, but like for example with this one, I turn it on low, and I mean obviously you can hear that. Again, bigger blade, but if it had an extra low setting like this one does, then it's possible that it would probably be about the same strength. So on the lowest setting, I would say so far, they have about the same strength. So that's pretty impressive for being such a smaller fan. So now let's just turn it all the way high. So again, this one has 4 settings, so that's the lowest. So I'm gonna put it all the way to 4, which is the high. That's the highest setting it has. And yeah, it's quite strong, but let me put this one on a high. That's high. So definitely louder, and to be honest, this one definitely is blowing more air on me than this one. Let me turn it off so you can hear me better. So that one is larger, takes more power, is louder, and this one still blows more air. And it's probably because of the way this design has got more of a narrow opening, and so it's really forcing air at you, versus this one is just a large fan opening. So you're having a large amount of air coming at you, but it's spread out over a circumference, where this one is very narrow and has almost the same strength pushing at you. So that's focusing air, which is probably why this one shoots air at the wall and it just like makes air circulate. It'll circulate the entire room, which is what the purpose of this is. So we're going to try that out right now. We're going to get rid of the big fan right now. We're done comparing sizes and sound and force. I think we've established that this one definitely is more stronger than the big fan. I definitely can feel that just by testing it out. So now what we're going to do is point this at a wall, let it circulate the air. It's not that warm in here right now, but it is about 90 degrees outside, so it is warm. So I'm going to put the fan on how it says it operates, let it circulate for about a good 5-10 minutes, and I'll come back and see if I can tell a difference. Alright, so we're sitting at about 5 minutes later, and I can definitely tell a difference in the temperature in this room almost immediately from turning on the fan. Now the fan is pointing kind of in this direction at the wall right here. So obviously you're going to see some movement on these plants over here because it's almost directly blowing over in this direction. That's on high, by the way. It's a high setting, so that's how loud it is on high. It's not overpoweringly loud. I'm not sure what the camera picks it up, but definitely quieter on the high setting versus the large fan. Like I said, it's just focusing more energy just in one spot. But and I'm not sure if you can really tell, but like that, the thing where you open the blinds is moving. The leaves here on this bush are moving. These bushes are moving just a little. So it's definitely pushing air and circulating air on this area like it, which like it's advertised. What I'm surprised is, as I was looking around where else can air be moving, and you can barely tell, but my pendant lights here are actually slightly moving. That one you can tell a little bit more than this one, but they are moving slightly. So the fan over there is facing that way, circulating air enough to where it actually comes back into this room as well. And it's actually moving these pendant lights up here. And these are not light. I mean, these are pretty heavy lights. So it would take some force. But like I mean, it's not even pointing that direction, and it's moving stuff in this entire living space, which is quite impressive. So that's the Vornado. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. And again, if you would like to purchase your Vornado, I will put an Amazon link down below. I'm an Amazon affiliate. I get a kickback, so I would appreciate that. And we will see you on the next review video.